Welcome back to the channel. I've got some terrible news this morning. I don't really know how to explain it to you, but before we do that, let's go like and subscribe button just below. We're going to talk about James Bond becoming a woman today. Apparently, James Bond is now going to be played by a woman, and that's a big outrage on the internet right now. Or is it? Because if you actually read past the first headline, that's not what's happening at all. That's a big misconception of the stupidity of the people that have jumped to these conclusions. So like and subscribe if you will. Let's get on with the video about James Bond being a woman. So first thing to note is that James Bond, the thing being reported here is from The Sun. Now, if you know anything about The Sun, if you know anything about British media, it's a shit rag. What it does is it plays to the lowest common denominator, and in this case, the lowest common denominator is the racists on Twitter. So the racists are sat on Twitter. Here's the actual story: is that Bond 25. I don't know what the name of the film is. It doesn't say what the name of the film is. But anyway, there's going to be a plot point where James Bond leaves MI6. And that means that he's no longer 007 because he's retired, he's left. He is not 007 anymore. There's no reason for him to be. Key to this, like very important, is that he is still James Bond. So The Sun went with, let me see if we can do this, Bond 25 will see actress Lashana Lynch take over from Daniel Craig to become the first 007. The first female 007. And then that's it. That's how they put it on Twitter. So click the link, go and read the actual article. The first few lines obviously explain that James Bond is not going to be a woman. He's definitely not going to be a black woman in the next film. He's still going to be Daniel Craig. But, as is people's want on the internet, these people didn't get that far. These people got as far as reading the top of the article, taking to Twitter to go absolutely ballistic. I'm here to tell you, James Bond's still going to be a dude. White dude. This lady, Lashana Lynch, is going to take over. She's going to be 007, but she's not going to be James Bond. Because that would be insane to ruin and already, not ruin, but come in and do this too. Because let's be honest with each other, between you and me, James Bond has been, the 007 franchise has been kind of dead in the water since about 1984, I would say. When did Sean Connery leave? Let me find out when Connery left, because that's the key one. Sean Connery Bond. So it was close. 1983 was when Sean Connery's last Bond film was. And since then, you've had Pierce Brosnan, Timothy Dalton. I don't know. It's just bad. Daniel Craig's good. Daniel Craig is a better Bond than many of the ones that I saw growing up. But ultimately, I don't care about it. There are people that care about it, and The Sun knows that the people that care about it will also care about a black lady taking over what they perceive to be a white man's job. Now, that's interesting for them, I guess. Not for us, because we're normal people, and we're looking at this from the outside going, well, we understand that this is a plot point, because that's what has been told to us. So it's going to be a plot point. Why has it been leaked? Well, it's been leaked to get this reaction. People are going crazy about it. And it's just an inherent built-in thing that happens now on the internet, the outrage. People are ready to be outraged. People are ready to be upset. So the second that this headline gets out there, it's trending #1 on Twitter. People are going nuts about it. And it's all because of your own preconceived notions of what things should be. So, in this case, the thing pops out on Twitter. Bond is now a woman. Up is down, black is white, everything's going crazy. It's not going crazy, you're just not thinking it through. You're just not reading the actual information that's in front of you. You go and read that information, and suddenly it becomes clear that Bond 25 is just going to be another Bond film, but they're trying to get there's a rumour that Grace Jones was going to be in the new one. So it's going to be, hit. There's also a little throwaway line that they've dropped in there that kind of stood out to me, which was, we're now not allowed to call Bond girls. They now have to be called Bond women. They obviously did that to stoke the fire and rile up the same, I don't want to say gammon, but gammon, that are upset about this in the first place. So, key things to take away from this whole thing is that A, it's Bond 25, nobody cares about it, it hasn't been relevant for, well, I don't think it's been relevant for 25 years anyway. So this is the 25th Bond film, potentially Daniel Craig's last. Somebody said to me on Twitter that going forward, that this would be, so this is the new 007 and this is the new story. When has that ever been the case in 007? In Bond films? Every single time that a new Bond has come in, it's been a complete reboot. There's been new characters playing the same roles. So why would you think anything different of it this time? That's baffling to me. So we've got that. That's probably going to happen at some point. And even if that does happen, and by not even a wild stretch of the imagination, a black dude, Idris Elba, could be cast as Bond. Who cares? At this point, we had Jodie Whittaker has come in as Doctor Who, or the Doctor, and it's been fine. It hasn't made any big impact. They just talked it up into a frenzy in the media, and the British media is terrible at this. So, what I'm saying to you right now is, A, Bond, if you want to go and watch it, go and watch it. If you don't, go and watch a better spy film. There's better spy stuff out there all the time. The thing, is it called John Ryan? Jack Ryan on Amazon Prime. I enjoyed that. That was a good spy thing. Go and watch that. Go and watch something better. Go and play a Splinter Cell game, because a Splinter Cell game is more interesting than any Bond film. Key takeaway B, too, is this lady is an actress that has a... I'm going to have to get a name. Let me get a name. I've lost it again. So Lashana Lynch comes with a reputation. There must be a reason they're casting her, because she's good at what she does. If you're that bothered by it, then just don't go and watch the film. Just, that's the key thing to take away from this. Don't go and watch the film, because then you can't be hurt by it. I know that I don't want to watch an 8th sequel of Saw, so I don't go and watch an 8th sequel of Saw. It's really, really simple. All you have to do is stop thinking that Bond has some sort of cultural relevance. Bond is a fictional character. So the fact that Bond is a fictional character means that they can do whatever the hell they want with it. And that means that you, the person here watching this, if you're of the same mind as me, then you probably don't care. But if you're not of the same mind as me, it doesn't matter what you think, because you are one paying customer out of a billion potential paying customers. If you don't like it, then tough, somebody else might. So stop thinking that it's about you. And the third takeaway is Christoph Waltz is in it, so it might be alright, I don't care. The last one was bollocks, really, wasn't it? But Batista was in a good one. Christoph Waltz, and Spectre had an alright theme tune, I think. There's bits that are redeeming of Bond all the way through. Daniel Craig's good. I just think that Bond itself is a bit worn out at this point, so anything to shake it up, in my opinion, probably a good thing. If you don't agree with me, then feel free to yell it in the comments. If you do agree with me or want to have some sort of discourse, have a little conversation about it, get it in the comments as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it really helps. And don't forget that Amazon Prime Day is coming on Monday, Tuesday. Please use one of the links in the description below. We got US, we got UK, and you're gonna buy anything. You're gonna buy something from Amazon anyway, maybe. So they'll give us a little kickback. We can keep the lights on, and I can keep making videos about stupidity. We'd like that, wouldn't we? So thanks for watching, and cut that, please.